I just got back from my town's fair and I won this beautiful fluff. His name is Bartholomew. I spent too much money trying to win him. But yeah, Bartholomew gets his limelight. Cue the fair montage.
Correct. It's Anna Monica Lee.
Okay, now that you saw that, I am actually going to do 19 things that I learned in my 19 years of life. Anyone who knows me personally knows that obviously I'm 19 years old and I've experienced a lot in my 19 years. A lot of really bad, a lot of really good, all of that. So yeah, let's get on into it. Okay, to start off, the first thing that I learned in my 19 years, and keep in mind this isn't stuff I learned as an infant, because that'd be like how to walk, how to talk, how not to make a mess when I eat all over myself, which I learned at like 5, but... So number 1 was, never let someone else other than you determine your self-worth. That took me so long, because I was one of those people who believed that if others didn't approve of me, that I shouldn't approve of myself either. That's wrong. You are valuable. You have an amazing purpose that you're going to fulfill, and nobody should be able to dictate how you think of yourself, because how you are is perfect. Sammy, I am filming. Can you not play with your little squeak toy right now? You know what? I'm putting this up. Hold up. You're not playing with it right now. I'll play with you after the video. Okay, the second thing that I learned in my 19 years of life is self-care is one of like the key things about being a human. So yeah, take the bubble bath, do the face masks, sleep in when you can, do little things to care for yourself. Have a good skincare routine. You don't have to have a lot of money to have a good skincare routine. Everything that I do for my skincare routine was either given to me as gifts or I bought myself from the drugstore. So it's actually really good to help with like de-stressing, calming down, just being able to take care of yourself is a good thing for all of that. Number 3, if you are dating someone, do not let them control you. Now when I say that, I have it written down here because I tend to have like a lot of brain farts when I talk about things. I forget what I'm saying halfway through it. But in a relationship, you're supposed to build together and support each other in things that are going to help them be successful, or things that they feel are good for them and all of that. You don't want to be the person that's like, no, don't do that because I don't like you doing that. That's not how it works. So what I wrote down is, if they're telling you who you can and can't be friends with, that's toxic. Get out of there as soon as you can. You decide your friendships. Same thing goes with the career path. If they don't like the career path you're choosing, oh well, dude, like, it's your career path, not theirs. Don't let them tell you what you can and cannot do, because you are in charge of what you can and cannot do, and they're supposed to be there to build with you. Obviously, they can address if they don't agree with something, but they can't tell you, you can do this, you can't do that. That's toxic, and you need to get out of that situation as quickly as you can. Number 4, be careful who you trust. See, not everybody's your friend. You can confide in somebody and they will twist your words and do whatever they can to bring you down because they don't like that you have something that they don't. So be really, really, really careful who you confide in. I have a max of 3 very, very close friends that I confide in with everything. Everyone else I don't tend to share my personal business with. At least the stuff that's like super deep down that I don't like to talk about. be careful, because I have trusted somebody before and they went around and basically told everybody that I deserved the stuff that had happened to me. And I'm not saying that, you know, pity me, oh woe is me, I went through this stuff. I'm saying that was not information that needed to be shared. Moving on, number 5, be true to yourself. You are you for a reason. Don't change your personality, don't change your style, don't change anything for other people unless that's what you want to do. Like, if you want to never change your personality, for one. Your personality is golden, and eventually you're going to find a group of people who click with that personality. But, like, let's say, for me, I went from trying so hard to be so girly to please everyone. Now I dress like I came out of a 90s grunge movie or something like that half the time. So, and that's the style I like. I don't like the frilly, girly, ooh, look at me, I'm pretty style. I don't like that. But yeah, be true to yourself, because you're the only person who is you. Number 6, if you feel like you're plummeting into a dark place, reach out and seek help. I didn't do that for so long. I always bottled up how I felt because I felt like no one was going to understand me, no one was going to accept me because of my problems. That's not true. You always have someone to confide in for things. Like, if you're going through anything, my DMs, my inbox, all of that is always open to share anything with. I'd love to help you. Let me go turn that off. If you are in that dark place and you choose to haul it away, it's only going to make you plummet darker. The moment you reach out for help and take action against it is the moment you realize that there is something wrong and you're one step closer to healing. So please speak out to somebody. There's always someone out there who's willing to help you. And you are not alone in the things that you go through. I promise you. There's always other people who have seen and dealt with some of the similar things to you that are willing to help and listen to you. Number 7, don't get romantically involved with somebody if you don't feel that way about them. It's only going to cause hurt in the end, and it's just not worth it. You don't want to hurt somebody else because you yourself can't decide if you feel that way towards them or not. Just before you get with someone, make sure that there's a connection there. Make sure that there are feelings there that will continue, because you don't want to hurt somebody after leading them on. Number 8, this actually kind of coincides with number 7. If you're not ready to date, don't date somebody. Don't do it because you feel lonely and you feel like, I just want affection. That's not what it's about. Relationships are a lot more than the cuddly side you see online and everything. There's struggles, there's stress, there's arguments, there's upsets, there's hurt feelings, there's all of that. And if you aren't ready to fully commit to someone and go through those things with somebody, you don't need to be putting yourself in that situation. Number 10, you do not need money to have fun. That is the biggest thing. I don't have a lot of money right now. I do online schooling full-time other than this, and I don't work a job right now. I have worked jobs before, but I don't work one right now. So I don't have really a good amount of income coming in my way, obviously. I don't make any money from this because I do this as a passion and as something I enjoy. I don't make money from school. Any money that I make, I do through helping other people. So I don't have a whole lot of income right now. So when I have fun, it's, going outside, hiking, swimming, being outside. You don't need to have money to have fun. You don't need to go shopping to have fun. You don't need to pay to go to these cool, extravagant places. There's plenty of things that you can do for free. Now, I'm not saying that you don't need money to get by on. You do. That's just how this world is. But, yeah. Number 11, technology doesn't let you shut down. In saying that, I say you see everything all the time. It can be super overwhelming. It can cause you so much stress. Put your phone down. Go outside, see the world for what it is. Live your life in the moment instead of on a screen. I promise you it's so much more worth it. In this instance, that's the true time that I believe that ignorance is bliss, is when you are putting your phone away and being ignorant to the things in the world that you don't have to focus on all the time. Number 12, Do what you want to do in life, regardless of if other people agree with you or not. Your life is your own. You make your decisions in your life. Because at the end of the day, obviously, you are your life. You are living your life. You are doing things that you need to do for you. You're following a career that you're going to enjoy. Things like that. Like, let's say your parents want you to go to school to be a doctor, but you want to go to school to be an actress. Go to school to be an actress. Don't try to please everyone else. Do what you feel you want to do. Number 13. You don't have to be dating someone to be happy. This is something I see all the time in people my age, people younger, sometimes even people older than me. They feel like they don't have happiness because they're not in a relationship. There are so many other things that you can do to find happiness. Number 14, keeping things clean is key to keeping yourself from being overwhelmed. I know some people are really good with being able to work in an unorganized place. I can't do that. It makes me completely lose my mind. So, if you are one of those people, try to keep things clean and organized. You won't stress about finding things. You won't stress about having things lost. Just keep everything where it needs to be. Number 15, if you are struggling with something like depression or anxiety or some kind of mental illness, or even if you're just going through a hard time, don't lock yourself away. It's only going to make it worse. Go out, find something you enjoy doing, devote your time to that, and do anything you can to cope with it. Number 16, don't be afraid to be vocal about an abusive situation. I know for so long I was so terrified to be just vocal about when I was in an abusive situation because I was afraid of the backlash that I would receive from it. When I was vocal about it, I did receive backlash. I was called a liar. I was called a clout chaser. I was called crazy. I was called psychotic. I was told I should be locked up for making up a lie about that kind of thing. But I never would lie about that. But please, if you are in that situation, don't fear things. I know it's scary and I know it's hard, but you are so much stronger than you think you are. Please reach out to somebody. Get yourself out of that situation. Reach out to somebody. Get help. Find a way to get out of there. Don't be afraid to speak up about it in order to keep yourself out of it. Please, I'm begging you, don't put yourself through that. It's so terrifying. It's painful. It's not something that you want to have affect you as much as possible. Please do everything you can to get out of that and speak up on it. Number 17, you're not alone. If you're struggling with something, there's always people who have struggled with something similar. There have been people who have been in your position in some kind of way. Now, nobody's situations are exactly the same. So, I do understand that, but if you feel alone, if you're going through something where you feel like you have nobody, there's always somebody. And like I said before, my inbox is always open. I'm here to listen and I'm here to offer some advice. Give me 1 second. Hey! Number 18, it's okay to show emotion. I know that sometimes you don't want to express things, you want to lock them in because you don't want people to know that you have these certain things that you feel. Now, when I say show your emotion, that doesn't mean like let everyone know what's going on in your life. It means if you are able to speak to somebody, don't be afraid to really show that emotion. Don't be afraid to express how you're feeling, because I promise you it's easier to deal with things when you express it than if you don't. 19, last but not least, don't be hateful or hold grudges against people. If you have some kind of issue with somebody, whether they're bullying you, whether they start a rumor and all of that, don't backlash by spreading rumors about them, making hateful comments towards them, telling them things that they shouldn't hear, because majority of the time they are acting this way because you have something that they lack and they don't like that. So obviously it's okay to be upset with somebody and to not be around them and not like them. But there's never a good reason to hold in so much hate and spread so much hate. We have so much negativity nowadays that you can always do something in your own life to help change that to be a more positive. Like, we want this world to be more positive. We don't want so much hate. We don't want so many crimes. We don't want all of that. And that's because people get pushed to this by hate and pessimism and negativity and all these other things that can just be prevented by people changing their outlooks. And I know it's easier said than done, because you can look at somebody and be like, oh, I hate them because they told me to end my life. Yeah, you don't have to like someone for saying that kind of thing to you. But don't hold in hate in your heart. Don't hold anything. Don't spread lies about them because they spread lies about you. Be the bigger person and retort with positivity. There's always ways to put yourself out of situations where you can send hate and spread all this other stuff. It's not a cool way to be. So now that I've shared those 19 things with you, I'm going to get off of here because it's like 1 in the morning and I'm exhausted. I have another video coming out within the next few days, but all my social medias will be down below too. Don't be scared to like and subscribe. In fact, that'd be pretty dope if you liked and subscribed. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!